So we're gonna be like,
Welcome
back
to
to.
Interlinked.
Okay.
'Kay.
Lily, can you do us a countdown?
Okay, we'll just have to cut it.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. 3. Lily, can you give us a countdown? Welcome back to Interlinked.
I said welcome to Interlinked.
It's
Oh. Should we restart again?
No, we can keep going.
okay.
Now this is gonna be in it though.
It's okay.
Okay.
Um,
Introduce ourselves.
I'm Addie. I missed last week. I had a doctor's appointment.
Welcome back, Addie. I'm Liv.
I'm Allie.
And today we are going to be discussing.
Disgusting.
We're going to be discussing how to own your worth and rise above negativity.
I think, honestly, the main thing that like people like let on themselves and like is honestly like people's talk on them, like, and they'll like believe it. And I feel like I'm bad about it. I know I am.
I know. I feel like I'm really bad about whenever somebody says something. Okay, so my thing is if you can't fix it in like 5 minutes, don't tell me about it. Like if I can't fix it in 5 minutes, don't tell me about it.
Yeah.
Because then I become so insecure over it.
Yeah, and I literally will let it sit in the back of my mind for like 2 months before I'm like, okay, why am I
I
doing
remember the
this?
very first time my forehead got called big still. And I thought there was something else that made me super insecure. It was, never mind, I can't say who it was. But I remember that day like it was yesterday. And I was so insecure about my forehead for so long.
Like-
That's how I feel about. I remember the first time somebody told me I swallow loud, and now that's all I can think about.
Swallowing loud is wild.
Anytime I swallow
Oh my
loud, that's all I can
God.
think about. And
Are
it's
you ever in like
so
a quiet
insecure.
room and you swallow and you're
Okay,
like,
or
oh my
like-
god, that was so, everyone could hear that.
Or like when people like drink really loud and you can like hear like
The gulp.
My biggest pet peeve is people who chew loud. Like when they're munching on chips in class and the whole class is quiet and all I can hear is every little
Loud gum
crunch,
smack.
every
That's me during movies.
it bothers me so
loud
much.
gum smackers.
Dude, my mom used to backhand me because I'd chew with my mouth open and chew so loud at the kitchen table. Okay, we're getting off topic.
It's okay.
So, it's easy to let words sink in and affect how we feel about ourselves. So, the thing to remember is that your worth is not determined by others, it's something that comes from within.
That's very true.
I think.
Wait, can we tell them what we're doing?
What do you mean?
No.
Like
Um,
what we're using?
I personally think like the best way to like not let others like determine your self-worth, and cuz I literally will like hear something about myself and I'm like, is that really true? Like I like gaslight myself and I'm like, there's no way. Like, which that sounds like so stupid, but I'm like, why do people think that? Or like why are people saying that? And it just like it honestly bugs me. And like everybody talks about everybody. Like that's just a given, which is like sad like now, but I don't even know. Like
And social media makes it
social
no
media makes
better.
it so much worse. Like comparison. This might sound
Oh my god.
this might sound so like cringy, but like literally something that like always sticks in my mind is like comparison is the thief of joy.
That
think-
was such a beautiful quote.
Yeah, you should write a poem.
That was such a beautiful
It's
quote.
like it's so true though, because like compare, and it just like constantly just tears down literally whatever like the bad will always outweigh the good in comparison.
I think something that really helps me with comparison, because I struggle with it a lot, especially in school. Like I'll look around and I'll be like, wow.
Why am I not getting an A plus?
Yeah.
I'm
Or like you looking at other people and you're just like, wow, their outfits are so nice. Wow, their body is so nice. Like it's really hard to compare, but something with like the social media aspect that helps me is I don't follow influencers.
really
I don't. I think I follow one influencer, and she's a TikToker, and she has a little boy. His name's Rustin,
oh, that's such a cute name.
and he's literally adorable. And all she ever posts is her son. So like, I'm
That is
like,
such a
I don't
cute
have a
name. I love
problem
that
with
name.
that. But
Literally just this morning, my mom walked in. I was eating breakfast and watching TikTok just because I like having background noise. And some girl was like crying over a breakup and was like, oh, I'm about to start the 75 hard, and just talk like bawling her eyes out in her car, like nothing good. Yeah, my mom always tells me I need to like fix my For You page because that's like, why am I just feeding myself this
Yeah.
horrible
Sad
Yeah.
negativity.
So that's what I'm trying to do now. Actually, I'm trying to just like crafty videos.
That's
'Cause
what
I've been
my
into
TikTok
crafting. We
is.
should talk about coping, like coping mechanisms or what we do to. feel
I'm
Yes,
better.
not good
yeah.
at coping.
Okay, see, scrapbooking and journaling is my
Okay,
thing.
I
That is
literally-
how I cope.
For my senior year, I want to like make like a senior year scrapbook.
We
Do
have
senior
year
jeans.
scrapbooks.
Yeah, we did that, but
That'd
I
be fun.
suck at scrapbooking.
Mine's pretty cute. I have so many scrapbooks though. That is my way to just get out of the real world and just go into my little aesthetic.
And they're
girly
literally
world.
this thick.
They are so thick.
Yeah, and
They're
like all
so
the
thick.
glue and everything, you probably have to like use a lot of it too.
Yeah, well, I put everything in there. Like I am such a sentimental person. Sentimental.
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 Oh my
I'm
god.
such a sentimental.
Sentimental.
Sentimental. I'm such a sentimental person. And so literally everything I will keep. Last night my boyfriend and I made like the Halloween Pillsbury cookies.
Yeah.
We made those last
Did
night.
you keep one?
Those are so good.
No, I didn't keep the cookies. I kept the
In your
package that it
scrapbook.
I
came in.
thought you were gonna say I kept one. I was like, what?
No, I kept the package that it came in.
You should like next time you make cookies with him, like
Put it in a
put it in
resin.
resin. Yeah.
Hell. Oh,
Oh.
no.
Oh gosh.
My coping, I like to walk at parks because it's literally meditation for me. Well, I guess not meditation. Is it meditation like where your mind's totally clear? Then it's like, I like walking in the park because I can just think about everything and just think
Okay,
everything through
People are,
and
people are always
love
like,
it.
thinking time's so good, but I'm like, not me, because then I just start to
I
overthink.
know, but it's the
Yes.
only time I like to overthink because I can just, and I just rant to myself in my head. And
I'm the biggest
gives you
overthinker
time to
literally ever.
process.
Me too.
Like, I'm the biggest overthinker. It's so bad. Like, the amount of like times I'm like, I will have the same scenario play in my head over and over, like at least 50 times, and there will be a different like story for each one. I'm like, well, it could have been this way, it could have been that way, it could have happened that way. They could have said that, and that's why they said that. And it's just like, it's just a never-ending cycle, and it's so bad. Like, that is something I really need to.
Me and Liv were just talking the other day. You remember you said something to someone about their
Yes,
they knew, and I was like,
yes.
because she sent me a snap, and I was like, just know that you're probably the only one still thinking about it, because I have to remind myself that
helped
all
me
the time.
so much. That helped me
'Cause
so much.
I do overthink way too
Yeah,
much.
and something I try to tell myself is like, will it matter in 10 years?
yeah.
Yeah.
Will it
Oh
matter?
my gosh.
But I don't tell myself that enough.
It being that my last year of high school is helping so much this
Oh
year
my
because
gosh,
I'm
I
like,
cannot
I
wait.
don't care anymore.
Yeah. And I feel like now's like the point in time where you're like, okay, I actually have to like, well, okay, this is like so like random, but I'm like, what? It was like last week or something. I think it was like last Thursday. And it just like hit me, like realization that I was like, okay, I'm graduating like next year. Like, I actually need to start like planning like how I'm gonna pay for school, how I'm gonna like where I'm gonna go to school, how like housing and all this stuff. I'm like, it just hit me like a train, and I'm like, but how? Or like, and it kind of like goes back to comparison, because I'm like, how are some of these like girls like affording all of this? Like, they have nice cars, they have their own apartment, they like are debt free, and I'm like, why? Like,
But you have to remember that not everybody's situation is the same.
Yeah,
I think
I'm
that's
like,
the hard thing for me because
yes,
my parents don't help me. I pay for my own car. I pay for a bunch of like whenever I move out, I'm on my own. They will not
Mhm.
pay for my college. I'll pay for my own college. I pay for my own gas. I'll pay for my own rent. I'll pay for everything. But then you look at other people's lives differently, and their parents help them pay for their things. So it's just like you have to understand where that difference comes from, and you have to look at someone who's in a similar spot as you.
yeah, I don't even know, and I'm just like, I feel like it's just gonna, I don't know, I feel like it's gonna like take a big drain on me, because I'm like, well, they're like over there like buying like new clothes every day, and I'm like sitting here like, I don't know.
But how much money do they have in the bank? You
That's,
don't know.
yeah, that is very true. I don't know.
That reminds me of my boyfriend. I hope he doesn't watch this, but he is constantly buying new things, and it's just like, how do you have the money for that? But if you look at his bank account, he doesn't have the money for that. And like, I'm not constantly buying things, but I could if I wanted to.
Yeah.
But I'm smart and I'm saving for that college and to try and be debt free.
I don't remember. where I seen this or who told me. I don't know, but it was something about like if you like save so much money like a month or like a week, you can like have like this much money in like a year or something, or like have this much money for like a down payment on a house. And I was like, okay, that's actually like kind of smart, but like
Do you ever see those cash stuffing videos?
yes, there's no way I could.
I-
There's no way I could have that much
Really?
self control on that. There's no way.
That's
I
why
think
I
that is
have
so
to have my money in the bank
satisfying.
because
Yeah.
I cannot. If I had the cash,
If
I
that
will
cash is
spend
that
it.
easy at grab and it's like that easy
But
outside, I will spend
Do you
it.
even pay with cash though?
I hate cash.
Yes, I do actually. I just went
Really?
to Walmart. I went to Walmart twice yesterday,
I cannot
and
remember
I
the last time I
used
used cash.
I hate going in Walmart
Well,
twice.
I
I hate it. I love going into Walmart, but I hate because I like going
That's
to smell
my
all
favorite
the
place to
candles.
go.
I like going and smelling all the candles, but like going in there because I'm like, okay, these people are definitely like looking at me like this girl's probably like stealing or something. I'm like, no, I just want to look around.
I love just browsing Walmart.
I know.
That's the
We
hot
got off
spot
topic
here.
again.
Yeah, we did.
yeah, we got so off topic. I'm going back to my nice little script here.
I think like the easiest way to like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of it's jealousy too, comparison,
I know, and I think
and
that's
like
why it's
people's negative talk on you. A lot of jealousy.
And people hate on other people who are not negative.
Yes, and
Like
they
the
hate
most
on people
positive
who are
people
doing good.
everyone talks so much crap about, and it bothers me so much because why do you hate positivity?
Yeah, and I'm like, why are you not happy for them? Or like
Yeah,
people that are like doing
literally.
so good, or like
It's so
people have like they've like made like a really big purchase, and like everybody's like, oh, I'm so proud of you, and like all this stuff, and then there's only that one person that's like, there's no way they made that. Like, there's no way they could
Yeah.
afford that. And I'm like, why are you like judging them? If they are happy and if they have that, be happy for them.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't like that everyone like just don't put your input in. Like I don't
I'm like,
no one needs to hear your opinion actually.
my mom's always like, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say
That's what
anything
was
at
going
all.
through my head.
Oh.
I think it's important in those moments that you, like, talking about what Ali had said about how people are so rude to people that are just positive. I think it can be really stressful whenever you're being positive and someone is trying to shut that down. So I think
Oh my gosh.
it's important to remember that you are positive and that's
Yeah.
who you are. And I think it's important to remember that strength and to just keep using that positivity to come back at the negative that's being thrown at you.
Yeah.
I struggle so bad with positivity. I'm like I
I'm
feel
so
like the most
negative on
negative
myself.
I know. I'm like I feel like the most negative person ever sometimes. I'm like, okay.
Like, I'm so negative on myself, but like if someone else like needs advice or like someone like asks me, hey, like what would you do in this situation? I feel like I'm so positive like about
Yeah.
that because I'm like, okay, like I'll give them like the rundown, be like, okay, and I'm not like I don't ever pick sides and like this is how they could have like interpreted it. Did I say that? I don't know if I said that word right.
Hey, I suck at saying
Interpret-
words, so
I think that's right.
I was like, this is how they could have seen it, and then like this is how you seen it or saw it. English is not Englishing today, but like I'm like I don't ever pick sides unless it's like very like blatantly that like it's not like that they're in the wrong. But I'm just like, this is why I got off topic because I was too stressed about my English.
I noticed that you're really bad about getting off topic, and then I lose where we were at.
Um
I don't remember what we were talking about.
Oh my gosh.
we were talking about interpreted and you don't pick sides?
I might hold on. We might be cooking. I might be getting back. Hold on.
Lily, do you remember?
Yeah, like whenever people are like they have a choice to choose something, you give them the both sides. That person's like how somebody else might have interpreted it or how they would have, and like whenever people are mad at each other, you tell them like this. You could be seeing it as this, but they could see it as this, you know. And you're talking about people's positivity and stuff.
Maybe
Oh, okay. I think I remember now. So like, I'll
Thank
tell
you,
them like both
Lily.
sides of the story. Yes, thank you, Lily. And I'll be like, this is why like they could have seen it like that, but you also have to think about why did they take it that way? Like what mental state they're in, and is there actually something that like, excuse me, if like they, I don't even like know the word that I'm trying to think of.
Okay, something I want to hit really quick while I'm thinking about it is you're talking about what mental stability somebody's in. I think it's so important to realize that we have no idea
Absolutely no idea.
like
Someone
what
can
each
look
other are going through.
Someone can look
No
the
idea.
happiest person ever, and like you would not expect what anything like that they're going through.
I know, and I think that is so hard because, like, going back to the positivity, like, this person could be showing so much positivity and just being happy and talking to everybody and going so out of their way to be happy for everybody. But deep inside, that they are really struggling and they're really struggling to make it to the next day. And then somebody comes and shuts down that positivity. That can ruin
yeah, that
them.
can actually ruin them. I don't know.
I just think, like, even, like, your closest friends, like, I feel like you do not know everything, ever.
I always check up on everybody. I'm like, are you doing okay? Or like, but it not like not around anybody. Like if like something's like going on and like later, like through the day, like a couple hours later, I'd be like, are you doing okay? Like, is anything like any updates or anything? Like anything I can help you with? Because I usually like this might sound bad, but like I never really had that. So like I want to make sure that like I like give that back to people. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I feel bad because I don't think I do that enough. I don't think I do that much at all, but it's because I don't want you to feel, or I say you because like my closest friend, but like I don't want my friends to feel like they have to tell me everything or
Yeah,
want
and
to
like you
talk
don't want
about
to
it if
feel
they
like you're
don't
being
want
like
to.
pushy or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, like, you told me something this weekend, and that's literally all I've been able to think about, but I'm like, I don't want to bring it up, and, like, because, like, what if you're not,
No,
what if
the
you don't want to
smallest
talk about it?
things
What if
make
it's
me
going to
so
ruin your
happy.
day? Like, I
Like
don't
the
know.
smallest things make me so happy. Or like, you know what I really love is like compliments from like older people, like older ladies.
Yeah.
I
They're,
think we're
like,
getting off track again.
yeah,
I think.
I love when they call me honey or dear though.
Okay, except for the old men.
no,
Yeah,
That's
them.
weird.
they're gonna be watching this and be like, I'll call you honey.
Okay, what was our topic?
We were talking about how we check in on our friends,
Yeah.
but like it's hard because like you don't want to check in and like bring something up on like if they're having a really good day, and then you bring that up, and then it might ruin their day, or it
Yeah.
might bring back those problems that they might have already figured out.
I want your guys' opinion on something.
'Kay.
So do you know? So if you like heard something about someone else, would you tell that person
Mhm.
what was said?
Yeah.
Would you? I
I
don't.
did that the other day.
I always do.
I don't because I'm
always
like I
do.
don't want them to feel bad. Like I don't want to
No,
hurt
I
their
always
feelings.
do. I always do, no
ex-
matter what.
I always do, especially if they're friends with that person, because
Yes,
they
if
should
they're
know
friends,
that
yeah.
Yes,
they should know that that
100%.
person is backstabbing.
But if it's like some random, like they don't even talk, but it's just some random person talking.
Probably
if they're
not.
not like close to me, or like I'm
I
not
know.
friends with them, or like I don't talk to them on the basis, I'm just gonna let it be because I don't want to get in the middle of that.
Yeah.
And
But if
yeah.
they're like my friends, or they're like really close to me, I'm gonna tell them and be like, hey, I don't know if this is true or not, but so and so said this, and like this is like the topic, like why it got brought up and like all this stuff. I'm like, again, I don't know if it's true, but like I just want to let you know because I would want someone to tell me, because
That's yeah.
like the biggest thing is like I really appreciate like when people are like when like I get brought up into something and people are like, oh, like they said that. I'm like,
Yeah, now I know to
I'm
watch
like,
my
did-
back around.
Yeah, and I'm like, did I really do that? Because I don't think I did. And I'm like, that is wild. Like, I don't know, just the audacity of some people, and it really does like bother me because I'm like, which it's so hard though because again, everybody talks about everybody. And you really have to be careful about what you say because sometimes, like, I'm even bad about it. I will just say what I want and not even think about it. And I'm like, I just said that, and that's probably going to bite me in the butt later because I was just on a rant, I was on a ramble, and I was just going on and on about it, and I'm going to regret it, and I know I will.
I think something that's really hard for me is I'll hear somebody say something about me or say that I'm mean or say that I'm rude, and I'll ask myself a bunch, am I rude?
Yes, that is.
Am I mean?
Oh my
Like,
gosh, that is so
like
real.
I'm just like questioning like who am I as a person? Like
I'm like,
sometimes
am I really like that mean? Like,
I know, and then I have to like reflect on like, well, what side of me did they meet? Was it a bad day?
yeah,
Did I hear something? Did I hear that they didn't say something so nice about me? Or are they my best friend? And then they said that I was rude to them. Like, oh yeah, then I did mess up because like they're my best friend. So I don't know. I think that's just really hard, but I think it's important to recognize your true self and know that you are as positive as you can be.
And accept your true self. We should
Yes.
talk about acceptance. I've been a lot better at accepting myself just because I feel like it's my
I go
senior
through-
year.
yeah,
I'm
I
about to go to
go-
college. Like,
I go through phases. Like some phases I'll be like, okay, like this is who I am. Like I can't really change it. Which like no, okay, I'm gonna take that back because that sounds bad. There is things I can change, but as far as like how I look, like all that stuff, like my hair color, like all that stuff, and I'm like, I mean, I just have to deal with it. I mean, which that sounds bad, but like,
that's who you are.
yeah,
I think for
change it.
you this year, I've really seen you've really found yourself.
I've been
Like,
wearing jeans.
I know.
No,
You
those
found
jeans are
your
actually really
style.
cute.
You found. I think this year you've really like, especially during the summer, you really made the effort to get out there and hang out with more people
Mhm.
and focus on yourself and what and who made you happy.
Yeah.
And I thought that was.
I think I knew going to college, I'm going to go to a whole new city around a whole new group of people. I kind of have to find myself. So that's what I'm trying to do and accept it. Also, our other camera is currently broken. So that's why it's at this angle.
Okay, there
Oh.
we go.
Perfect.
I
actually like that one
Yeah.
better than
Yeah, I
that.
do. I feel like there's something I was gonna say. I don't remember. Oh, getting out. I literally used to be like such like a people person. Like honestly, like February, March was like I loved like just going out to town, like going into town and just like talking to everybody and hanging out with everybody. And now I just like I don't. I'm like I have zero desire to.
I think whenever I go through like one of my depressive episodes, I really struggle with getting out of the house. Like it is so
Me
hard for me.
too.
Like I want to get out and I want to go do something, but I can't. I can't. Like I
With
know
the
it's going to be
depression-
better for me, but I can't. Like I just can't get out of bed
Yeah.
cuz like it's so draining
Yeah.
whenever you go out, especially if you're around certain people who like I don't like being touched. But my family, they are huggers, they are kissers, they are everything, and that is so draining. And my parents like wonder why I don't always want to go to our family events, and it's just like
I get overstimulated.
draining. It's yeah,
Like, I don't like
overstimulating.
physical touch unless it's from certain people.
Yeah, me too.
I love physical touch.
Yeah, we're complete opposites. But it's so weird because like I have only ever hugged you for like that one picture we
know.
took for a picnic.
We have never, we don't touch.
We don't touch.
But I
We
like
ain't touching right now. We're sitting on our sides
like-
of the couch.
I guess it's more with a significant other. I like physical touch
Yeah.
because there's a lot of my friends actually.
See, I don't like physical touch from anybody, and sometimes I have to break it to my boyfriend. I'm like, too much right now. It's too much for me. Like, I cannot do it. And like, I babysit, and he is such a physical person. He has to be held. He has to be touched. And sometimes it is so much. And if I babysit and then I go to my boyfriend's house, I'm like, I cannot be touched right now. It's too much. It's too overstimulating. I just need like a break from people. Like, no more touching, nothing.
That's so true.
Well,
Anything else?
Let's look
Let's
at
go
our
back to our little
topics.
script. At this point, we should just our podcast should just be named off topic because
that is such a good one. I love that name. Can we change the name of our podcast?
We're off topic
Off
now.
topic. Okay, so let's just wrap up. So what we talked about is how to deal with rising above negativity and owning your worth. And so I think some points that we really focused on is staying true to yourself, knowing your worth, knowing how to overcome
Coping.
coping mechanisms. I think we covered a lot of really good topics.
Yeah, I think so.
yeah, and I think a lot of it too, which like a lot of it was off topic, but I feel like we also like shared like a lot of like stories that kind of like correlate to it. So in a way, it kind of like gives like another like point of view of like,
I think it all circles back together, and it really helps.
or we're just gaslighting ourselves into saying,
And it helps people know that like they're not alone, and they could be going through similar things.
yeah.
Yep.
So
Anything else?
I don't have anything to add.
All right.
thanks for watching.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.